Acting Leader, on the 12th of July, at the Joint Oireachtas Committee for Foreign Affairs and Defence, I asked Minister Coveney, has the constitutionality of overflights by the RAF ever been considered by the Cabinet? Minister Coveney replied, we do not have overflight arrangements with the RAF, to be clear. Yesterday afternoon in the House of Commons, following a question from Ian Paisley, North Antrim DUP MP, where he questioned the issue of overflights by the RAF over Irish airspace. The Minister in question replied, and in his reply he said, the honourable gentleman will know, however, that RAF jets have been deployed into Irish airspace on occasion. It is for the Irish Government to set their policy of why, where and how. Today, the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Defence issued a statement. He said, we do not comment on issues concerning arrangements of national security. The Government's engagement in international security cooperation is aimed at ensuring public safety and conducting with full respect for Irish sovereign decision-making authority and for Ireland's long-standing policy of military neutrality. We cannot claim military neutrality if we are depending upon a third country to defend our airspace. The issue of Irish neutrality has long been a question in this House, and many ministers down through the years have declared how we are a neutral state. We are militarily aligned to the United Kingdom, a member of NATO, as a result of the airspace that has been protected by NATO aircraft. Article 15 of our Constitution, and we are the guardians of this Constitution, states that it is the House of the Oireachtas that has the authority to raise armed forces. The question of the RAF overflying our airspace has never, ever, ever come before the Houses of the Oireachtas. It has not been debated in the Houses of the Oireachtas. The question arises today as a result of the statement made in the House of Commons yesterday that this Oireachtas is now faced with a dilemma. Has the Minister knowingly misled the Joint Oireachtas Committee, or has the Minister been unaware of an agreement that's in place that allows the RAF to fly through our airspace with armed aircraft? This is a question for the Oireachtas to resolve. Secondly, the question of whether or not an agreement should have been entered into, the question for the Oireachtas is, does our Constitution require that such a decision would come before these Houses of the Oireachtas and be agreed by the Oireachtas? We cannot claim neutrality while we depend on another country to defend our airspace. We cannot declare neutrality while we are in a military alliance with another country. I request today respectfully that the Minister for Defence come to this House and explain to the members of this House the dichotomy we now find ourselves with. Is there an agreement in place? If there is, who put the agreement in place? When did they put it in place? Why did they put it in place? Why wasn't the General Officer commanding the Air Corps and the Director of Military Aviation informed? Why was he not informed at the time this agreement was put in place? This is, for me, the most serious constitutional issue that has come before this House in my time here and for as long as I can remember. People talk all the time about 800 years to get the Brits out of Ireland. They're not out of Ireland, they are protecting our skies. And I understand they're building a ship to protect the cables under our water.
Thank you very much indeed, Senator Craughwell.
Thank you.
Thank you.